This is a Pilates-inspired workout, perfect for age 50 and beyond. I designed these workouts based on my experience as a personal trainer and my background in rehabilitation. We're going to do the first 3 exercises in standing, and then we're going to get down on the mat. So you can either have bare feet or running shoes. Let's get started. We're going to stand with our feet a little wide apart to start, with our toes pointing out, and just take a moment here to arrive at the workout, put the rest of the day aside. We'll think about pulling the belly button in slightly, engage the core muscles. Think about a bit of a scoop in the lower abdominal area, lifting the chest, shoulders relax down. Arms are going to reach to the ceiling as we inhale, and then bring the arms down as we exhale, and again. Next time you reach the arms to the ceiling, option 2, bend your knees out towards your pinky toe, and then extend the legs as the arms come down, and inhale and exhale. Keep that going. Remember, this is your workout. Listen to your own body, make any modifications that work for you. Just getting our body warmed up here, ready for the rest of the workout. Inhale, reach up, exhale down, knees tracking out towards the toes. Let's do 2 more like that, big breaths, in and out, fill up the lungs. Awesome work. Bring those arms down. You can just shake things out. We'll keep the foot position as is. We're going to do some side bends. So reach one arm to the ceiling and just side bend over. You don't have to worry about how far you're bending over. Think about opening the side of the body, and then we'll switch sides. And then option, as you're side bending over to the side, you can bend the knee in the direction where we are moving, and then come back up to center, and then over to the other side. So it's just a little bit of a knee bend over to that side. You can always choose just to keep the legs straight as well. And keep going with your side bends. Think about the rib cage opening up on that side of the body. One more each side. Coming back to center. Keep those feet wide, toes pointing out. We're going to bring palms facing forward. One arm is going to reach across midline, push away, and then that same side toe, we're just going to come up on our toes, lift your heel so you get a little bit more reach, and then back to center, and then other side, push away, up on toes, and back to center. And keep going like that. A bit of a twist of the upper body as we push away. Alternate heel lifts. Thank yourself for showing up, taking care. One more each side. Awesome work. We're going to make our way down onto the mat. So feel free, if you want to have a hand on a wall or another support as you make your way down onto your mat. Get this in the right position. And we're going to start in hands and knees. So if hands and knees position is putting a lot of strain on your wrists, you can always adjust by coming up onto your fists, come down onto your forearms. You could have a little rolled up towel under your hands. So always do what works best for you. If you're down on your hands, we're going to have fingers spread wide. Coming back to that core engagement, pulling the belly button in slightly, Our back is neutral, head in line with the spine. And then we're just taking one knee and lifting and lowering out to the side. Here we go. We're keeping the torso centered between the hands. Two more. On the last lift, keep your knee lifted out to the side. We're going into hip circles. So just keep the knee bent as you circle into the hip. One more in this direction, and then pause and change direction with your hip circles. Keep it going. Awesome work. And we'll do two more circles on this side. Big range of motion, nice work. Bring that knee down. You can take a moment between sides to give your arms a shake, roll out the wrists. And then we'll go right away to the other side, lift and lower the knee. Two more. Keep it lifted on your last rep and then go into your circles, circling at that ball and socket joint, your hip joint. Two more in this direction, and then just change direction with your circles. And two more, and knee comes down. And we'll just come right up into kneeling all the way up, and just take a moment here to roll the shoulders. Shake out the arms, roll your wrists, circle your wrists in one direction, circle the wrists in the other direction. We're going to come back to hands and knees. With back neutral, belly button pulled in slightly, feeling that core engagement. When we engage the core, think about the abdominals. That's helping us to also stabilize the lower back. Core engaged. Step the right toes back, extend the right leg, land on your toes, and then step the left toes back, and you're pausing here in plank, and then you're bringing right knee down and left knee down. And then let's now start with the left leg, stepping left toes back, and then right toes back, and then left knee down and right knee down. And again, we'll start with right leg, step back, and then knee and knee. This time start with left leg, step back, and knee and knee. And we'll do a few more rounds. Don't worry too much about which side you're starting with, just keep going. Step back, knee, knee, step back, knee, knee. Two more rounds. Strengthening the whole body here. So important to keep working on building muscle. Nice work. All right, let's swing the feet forward and we'll come to a boat position. So we're going to have feet on the mat, knees bent, our legs are parallel to each other. Come back to that core engagement, lift the chest for boat pose hold. We're going to just lean back slightly. So options here, you could stay right here, just working on your core engaged, lifting the chest, shoulders relaxed. Next option is to lift the feet, find your balance. And then last option is let go with your hands, palms are facing in. We're holding here, breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. You can bring your feet down. And we'll come back onto our forearms. Core engaged, wide across collarbones. We're going to keep one knee bent, extend the other leg. You could point your toes, make that leg nice and long. And then extended leg, we're going to make little circles in the air, just little circles. We're working on stabilizing the rest of the body while we're mobilizing one leg. One of our principles of Pilates, stability before mobility. And then change direction. Two more. And you can bring that foot down, extend the other leg, point the toes if that feels good for you, and start circling the leg. Little circles, change direction. It's not about doing anything perfectly. We're all here to do our best. A couple more circles, and bring that foot down. Nice work. You can lift yourself up. And in a moment, we're gonna lie down on our back, so a good time to have a sip of water if you would like. And then when you're ready, you can either reach your arms forward and with control roll back, or feel free to have hands on the mat. And let's roll down onto our back. So just arriving on our back, we'll put the hands on the rib cage and tune into a couple of full breaths. Just noticing the rib cage expand on the inhale and soften on the exhale. And then you can bring your hands down to your abdominals. Again, we're thinking about core engagement, so we're training our body, but when we're moving, when we're active during the day, that we think about engaging the core. And as I mentioned earlier, when we consciously think about the abdominal muscles, that will also signal to the muscles of the lower back, the little muscles that connect the vertebrae. We can also think about pelvic floor, the hammock of the pelvic floor, lifting that, and all of that is working together to stabilize. From there, let's just bring our arms alongside our body with palms down and keeping all that core engagement. We're going to keep that natural curvature of the lower back, and then lift one foot and lift the other foot, flex your feet. We'll start with heel taps. So lowering one leg, tap the heel down and lift, and lower the other leg and lift. And just keep going side to side, heel taps down, keeping those feet flexed. And if you want, you could take one hand just to feel the lower back. We want to feel like there's not very much movement there, that everything's stable. We'll do one more each side. And then you could keep the feet lifted and go ahead and put your hands, interlace your hands behind your head with elbows out wide. We're going to alternate extending the legs, 2 leg extensions, and then we're going to do an upper body curl and lower. So extend your right leg and bend, extend the left leg and bend, and then upper body curls up, eyes look down towards your legs. Lower the head. Extend the left leg and bend, extend the right leg and bend, upper body curl, hands are light behind the head, just a little light support, and lower. Right leg extend, left leg extend, upper body curl. One more round, left leg, right leg, and curl, and lower. And you can keep your hands where they are with control, lower your feet. And we're gonna keep the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. So the soles of the feet are touching now, knees falling out to the side. Keeping this leg position, Lift your right leg. Just give it a little lift in the air and then lower it down, and we'll do an upper body curl. So belly's pulled in slightly, we're curling up, looking down, and then lower the head. And now left leg will lift. Left leg lift and lower, upper body curl. Right leg lift and lower and curl. Left leg and curl. We're going nice and slow. We're in control of our moves. And you could do this exercise taking the curl out and just moving the legs would be a modification. We'll do one more to each side for the legs. And bring your head down, nice work. Lift knees back to center. We're gonna bring the knees into the chest for a moment and just have a stretch here. You could have one hand on each knee, just pull them in slightly. In a moment, we're gonna make our way up to seated. So you could either roll like a ball with your hands under your knees or roll onto your side and we'll all meet in seated. So with hands under knees, if you're rolling like a ball, you're gonna do your upper body curl, forehead towards your knees, make yourself into a little ball, and then you can roll back and forth lengthwise on your spine a few times until you roll yourself up. Good way to give yourself a little massage on the back. All right, we're all gonna meet in kneeling. So if this is tricky on your knees, if it feels uncomfortable in any way, just feel free to fold your mat over for more cushioning, or you could grab a cushion and put it under your knees. All right, core is engaged, chest is lifted. Arms out to a T. We're gonna extend the right leg. So go ahead, extend your leg out to the side, land on the sole of your foot, and then tip over away from the extended leg. Tip over, landing on your hand. We're going to be lifting that right leg, and at the same time, right arm reaching to the ceiling is gonna reach down and touch the leg. So here we go, lift your leg, and touch with your arm, and then leg comes down as arm lifts. And again, and we'll keep going. As the leg lifts, arm reaches to the leg. As the leg lowers, arm reaches to the ceiling. Keep that going. One more. Beautiful, and bringing your body back up to center. Bring the knee down. You can bring the arms down for a moment, maybe roll the shoulders, shake out the arms. Back to the T with the arms, and then left leg out to the side. Toes are pointing forward, tipping over onto your right hand. And then here we go again. As we lift the leg, arm reaches to the leg, reach to the ceiling, and keep that going. Reach to the leg as it lifts, reach to the ceiling as the leg lowers, keep that going. Last one. And lift yourself back up, knee down, arms down, shake it out. We're gonna make our way back down onto our back. Any way you want to get there, you can use your hands to lower yourself, or you can reach your arms forward. Use abdominal strength to lower yourself down. Right, we're going to do a figure 4 bridge. So we'll start by making that figure 4 with our legs. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Let the knee fall out to the side. Arms are alongside the body with palms down. You can tuck shoulder blades under a little bit. Just letting that right knee fall out to the side. And then pushing into the left foot, go ahead and lift the hips. Hips are level, hips lifting to the ceiling. Pause here. Slowly lower. 2 more on this side. Lift the hips, pause, and lower. 1 more. And lower, and then we'll switch sides. Right foot comes down, left ankle over right knee. Let that knee fall out to the side. And then pushing into right foot, lift hips, pause, and lower. Nice, slow, controlled moves. Awesome work. And you can bring the feet down. We're going to roll over onto our side. And we'll start with a modified side plank. So we're working on strength and endurance. We're on the forearm of our lower arm. Lower leg, we're going to bend the knee. Top leg extended. Keeping all of that, you can have the top hand on your hip. We're just lifting hips, making our body into a plank. So shoulders, hips, knees all lined up. Hold here and breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And we're going to stay on our forearm and we're going to bring the hips down. We'll keep the legs in the same position. Top arm can reach to the ceiling, and we're going to do elbow to knee. So as you're bending the top arm, we're going to bend the top leg and bring elbow towards knee, and then extend the arm, extend the leg. The leg can hover in the air, and then elbow to knee, extend. Keep this going. Think about a little crunch here, side of the waist. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down, bring the hand down, and we're going to support our head with our lower arm. So you can either have your head supported with your elbow bent, or you can bring your head right down onto your arm. You decide what works for you. We're going to have both legs extended, and you could put a little bit of a bend in the bottom knee just for a bit more support. We're going to be making a triangle with that top leg. So top leg, lift to the ceiling, pause here, bring that leg slightly forward, and then at a diagonal, bring the leg back down. And lift to the ceiling, bring the foot forward, diagonal down, and keep that going. So imagine you're drawing that big triangle in the air, lift, forward, down, lift, forward, down. Keep going. Let's do 1 more. Awesome work. Let that leg come down. We'll make our way to our other side. Repeat those side exercises. We're starting with a modified side plank. Always grab a sip of water if you'd like at this point. And then we'll get into position on our forearm, bottom knee bent, top leg extended. Top hand can be on the hips. Lift the hips, find your plank, and hold for 8, 7, you're breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay on forearm, hips come down. Top arm to the ceiling, elbow to knee. Here we go. Elbow to knee, extend arm, extend leg, leg hovers, and keep going. Let's do 1 more. Awesome work. And then bring yourself down to support your head. Again, you have the two options of how you want to support your head. We're gonna have legs extended, maybe a little bit of a bend in that bottom knee if you would like, to make our triangle. Top leg lifts to the ceiling. Bring the top leg slightly forward, diagonal back down, and lift and forward and down. Keep going, drawing that big triangle. We'll go one more. Nice work. We're going to make our way back to hands and knees. This is going to be a push-up modification. We're going to be doing it from hands and knees position, and we're coming down for 2 and then up for 2. So just a little pause on the way down, a little pause on the way up. So we're starting hands and knees, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide. Bending the elbows, keeping the elbows close to the body as we come down for 2, 1 and up for 2, 1 and down, 2, 1 and up, 2, 1. Keep that going. We'll just do 2 more. Last one. Nice work. Let's take a child's pose. We can have big toes touching, knees wide apart. Let the hips fall back towards the heels. You could reach arms forward and lower down. Lift yourself up. We're going to do a forearm plank, another endurance exercise. So coming down onto forearms, core engaged, step toes back. Bring your body all into one line, shoulders, hips, knees lined up. You can always modify this by bringing knees down. We're holding, breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay on forearms. Let your hips come down. Untuck your toes and then bring your forehead down. Arms out to the side with bent elbows in cactus arm position. From here, we're going to keep the forehead down and just lift and lower the arms a few times, working on upper back. And then we're going to alternate, lifting both arms as we were. And when the arms come down, we're going to lift one extended leg. So arms lift, one leg lifts. And then both arms, and then the other leg. And keep going like that. One more arm lift. Awesome. Bring the arms down. You can bring hands under shoulders to lift yourself up. We're going to make our way to seated for some cool down exercises at the end of the workout. If you have a cushion, feel free to grab your cushion to sit on, or just sit right down onto the mat. We can start in cross-legged position, sitting nice and tall, and then just bring one leg out to the side. So we have one leg extended out at an angle, the other leg, knee is bent. We're going to do some gentle twists side to side with the legs in this position. So we can start by twisting towards the bent knee side. Just go ahead and twist your body. You're not trying to get to any certain amount of a twist, whatever feels good for you. And then let your hands come down and just pause here for a couple breaths. And then we'll twist to the extended leg side, again, twisting wherever your body wants to twist to. Hands come down and breathe. And one more time over to the bent leg side. And over to the extended leg. And then come to center and let's switch legs. And again, we'll start by twisting towards the bent leg. And then twist towards your extended leg. And one more to each side, keeping that nice upright spine. Other side. And come to center. And sitting any way that's comfortable for you. You could sit cross-legged. You could have both legs extended. You could finish in standing if you prefer. We're going to follow our breath and do some side-to-side breaths. So fingertips down. Inhale, one arm to the ceiling. Exhale over to the side. And then change sides. So just follow your breath. We'll do one more to each side. And then come to center, sitting up tall. You could take a moment here, either gaze down at the floor, you could even close your eyes. Just tune into your breath, 1 or 2 breaths. Thank yourself for showing up. And we'll open our eyes and we'll finish with 3 breaths together. I'm so glad you joined me. If you like this workout, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe to my channel. I would love that. Okay, fingertips are down. We're gonna finish with 3 breaths together. Inhale up, exhale down. Check in and see how you're feeling at the end of the workout. One more big breath as we inhale. Arms up, exhale, arms down. Wonderful work. So glad you showed up. Have a great day.